We are from Communication in English Semester 1, that from the section 2. We will be present that the interview project presentation with the topic is the importance of saving money. On the brief information, our interviewer is Muhammad Hadi bin Parman. Second interviewer is Muhammad Yusri bin Muhammad Yusuf. Third interviewer is advanced jurist. Next is Izatul Nabila binti Muhammad. Last one is Logas Warren Joseph.
All of these are the question about our topic, the importance of saving money. First, what are the best way to save money? What are the reasons to start saving money? Other than bank, what other initiative can be used to save money? Is investment considered as one of the way to save money? What do you think? What is the difference between want and need in the use of money? What are the advantage and disadvantage of saving money? What will happen if you did not have saving? How do you manage your finance in daily life? According to statement, it's provide for your children's education. What do you think? Do you agree with that statement? The last one is, as a parent, how do you teach your children to save money and make it a habit? Okay, according to our interview video, not all questions will show on our interview session. Continue to interview session.
What are the best ways to save our money?
For me, firstly, the most important thing is you need to have a budget. Financial budget can help you not to overspend your money, since you have set up a limitation.
I see. What did you do for a living?
I'm still a student in architecture field.
What will happen if you did not have a saving?
The common consequence of not saving money is you can face financial problem. You don't know what will happen in the future, and maybe it will cost you a lot.
Okay, what do you think of saving money?
Saving money, in my opinion, I can say that it's a very good way for you to save a lot of money in your age lah. For example, maybe you want to use the money for your education. Maybe you want to use the money for maybe you want to buy a profit. Maybe you want to buy maybe a car, maybe a house in the future. So this is a lot of the very nice way for you to spend money or use the money in the future lah. So it's a good way lah. To save money from your teenagers, also maybe adult, early adult lah.
Alright, so I will go to my question. I would like to ask you some questions. My first question is investment considered as one of the way to save money? What do you think?
So investment is some kind of a way which you can start to try to save money, and so you want to have a lot of return profit in the future lah. So I can say investment is some kind of the way that we as an adult we want to engage with lah. For example, you want to have a lot of maybe profit that you spend a less, maybe you want to return profit a lot in the future. So investment also what I can say is that the way that is you want to engage more profitable. Maybe you want to, example, you want to save money also. This is some kind of good way lah for you to start to have a lot of money in the future.
What will happen if you did not save money? I mean,
okay, I understand the question. You want to say that, okay, what we have a negative result if you don't have to save money, right? So what I can say is that if you don't save money from this time, okay, from your early age, right? So you will not have, maybe you cannot buy, like what I just say, right? You cannot buy a house, you cannot have what you already planning in the future. Okay, your planning is like you cannot succeed, okay, what you plan. So if you start your saving for now, you have a bright future. Maybe you can have a lot of planning that you can achieve. Maybe you can go to travel. You can go to buy a house. Maybe you want to spend the money for your family. So if you start saving for now, then you have a bright future. That I can say.
Okay, all right. So my last question to you is, as a parent, how to teach your children to save money and make it a habit?
So in my opinion lah, in my what I've been thinking, maybe after I become a father, maybe I have a child, maybe I have my wife, I will teach them to for every day, maybe I give them money to go to school.
As a parent, how to teach your children to save money and make it a habit?
A parent, okay. Maybe if I had a kid and I become a parent later in the future, well, first I will how to taught them to save money by showing them, like maybe showing them, in that piggy bank, at the piggy bank, yeah. And then we put money inside. Maybe every day we just spend, like 10 cents. Maybe it's enough. So they learn. Oh, mommy is saving money today. So they will learn from our behavior. Like kids, they are copying their parents. And then because of that, maybe I will tell them about how saving money right now will benefit them a lot in their future because they need it for their education, for later when to pay bills and stuff like that. And then I will just what again I said, show them the good deeds and about saving money, and then tell them. And then maybe I will bring them to another bank maybe, so they know this place is where you put your money for savings like that.
What are the reasons to start saving money?
The reason to start saving money is for future use. For example, the money that we save can be used to buy a house or car in the future.
Okay, thanks. For you, other than banks, what other initiative that can be used to save money?
Other initiative that can be used to save money is can make an investment. Throughout investment, we can double out our money. Although it is a high risk, but high risk equal to high return.
As a parent, how to teach your children to save money and how to make it as habit?
Okay. How to teach my children to save money is a simple process. It's just like you give them some money to buy something, and some people they don't give them a change. So you ask them, I give them a piggy bank, I tell them whenever they change, you just put the money inside the piggy bank. When they grow up, eventually it becomes a hobby for them because every day they're doing in their life. And when they do it in their life, and then one day when they see how much they save, they will know that saving is actually a very good thing because of this saving that they can use the money for themselves.
Yeah. Okay, that's all.
Next part is about summary.
In summary, most of the people that have been interviewed agree that you need to have a budget to keep our savings stable in the future. This is to ensure that waste will not occur in the future. Next, we will face financial problems if we do not save our money in the right way. This can be proven when money is spent on things that are not beneficial or only self-defeating. Furthermore, many of the interviewees says that investment is one way to grow our money. However, there are risks we should be aware. Among the risks is that we will most likely lose the money that we have been saved for a long time. This will cause us to lose the money that we have saved in no time. Most of the interviewees also agree that as a parent, they should educate their children by showing them ways to save money. For example, parents set up a fund to save money when each time has a balance. Lastly, on the positive side, we can buy real estate with the savings we make. This not only adds to our assets, but also to the existing properties can guarantee sustainability in the future.
The last part of our presentation is self-reflection.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Khairul Nasmin Abdul Kahar, and this is my first time that I'm using English language to interview someone and I feel a bit nervous because the interview was I'm interview someone that is famous TikTokers, and it's also hard to me to find interviewers, especially using online. Learn with this interview is I'm learned to more confidence in using the English language, and this is a very useful for me to use this experience and I can use for the future.
So my self-reflection which I can conclude is that at first I feel nervous to conduct the interview. However, I try to overcome those feelings so that they don't seem so obvious while I'm speaking. The interview went quite smoothly but was sometimes interrupted due to noise in the surrounding areas. Besides that, the way it was presented by the interviewee also had a huge impact on myself as I was about to move all the points from speech to words. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
For the self-reflection, interview can be recorded but the sound is not clear, especially the voice of interviewee. First time doing this interview that need to speak in English and it feels so nervous.
Next is self-reflection slide. First time internet online. For me, this is first time I'm using online platform like Google Meet interview person. Next is I learn about how to communicate people like more confident because nowadays I'm using English. Third is the respondent also give cooperation giving a good answer to me.
My self-reflection, I managed to overcome my apprehensions and go forward. For an introvert like me, this interview was perfect. When it comes to meeting new individuals, I'm much more conservative in English since I'm able to overcome my nervousness. In order to prevent giving myself shame, I avoid using the erroneous phrase. A thoughtful conversation may help us to develop our language skill. As a consequence, if we wish to improve our pronunciation, we must speak more English. Those who have always lied us will be left in their track because we are not ashamed of learning from the past. I wholeheartedly agree with what she said. Having a good financial cushion is essential in today's world. We can't move because we're terrified of what about to have. In split second, everything might change for the worse. Due to our saving, we no longer need to depend on others for financial support. We won't be able to tell who it is when things become rough. For the most part, we don't want to bother anybody, especially those close to us, such as our parents and siblings. In the end, it's up to you to determine what occurs next in your life. It is possible to pay for medical care even if you are unable to work because of your condition. With the money you save, it's comforting to know that you have other options. Stress is reduced when you have money in the bank, enable you to concentrate on more enjoyable activity. Choosing the greatest saving account is the best method to guaranteeing that the money you do save earns the highest return. That's all for today, and thank you for listening to our presentation.